Okay, the king. Surrounding the king with these angel cards, and eventually some of them are going to stick or not. What does the king mean? We all know what the king means, don't we? It means the ruler, the commander, the emperor, the king. If our lives are imagined as a kingdom containing the entire spectrum of human experience, the king presides over it. Through the lens of the king, we assess the state of our land, make decisions, and rule accordingly. Therefore, the king must be thoroughly and regularly vetted so as to avoid corruption. Recognise the dual nature of the king. He is either seated in benevolence and strength, guiding you toward peace, or he is oppressing the weak out of a need to control. There is not much middle ground. Some think of the king as the ultimate expression of the ego, yet the great kings of mythology and history serve from an egoless place. They take their throne with grace and humility, knowing the divine uses them as a channel to heal deep and long-standing discrepancies in the kingdom. Means benevolence, divine leadership, service, nobility. And when it's dark, it means oppression, misuse of power, corruption. Once the king's relationship to divinity is broken or challenged, he often acts from a place of fear, scrambling to uphold his image and power. The king is necessary. He is a bridge between the eternal and the day-to-day. It is also said it is necessary for the king to die, and this is a death of the ego. Shall we put the 4 closest cards ready on the king? Now, we all know kings, don't we? They're usually sharp as people. That's how I see them. When they're in the tarot, if a king shows up, I think of it as a person, a literal person in your world. And there's usually 4 types of king. The king that likes money, the king that likes power and earth and control over property, the king that likes mental control, and the king that likes like be godlike, spiritual and godlike and own everything, right? Willingness to be king. So there's probably someone who's not willing to be a king either. Not everyone wants to be king. I just can't wait to be king. Remember that from the Lion King? I'm going to open the black cat cards. Do you know what else I've got? Dear lovely YouTubers, I've got white cat cards. Yeah, I have white cat cards. Now, we all know kings, don't we? Do we all know kings in the making? That's the thing. How do you recognise when somebody's made it to king status? And king isn't always male, is it? King is the person who's in charge, right? You know, people love to be queens. They also love to be kings. The person in charge, the person in control, the person who can say yes or no, the person who can tell other people what to do, the person who can make decisions that are far-reaching, life-changing. We have friendly kings and cruel kings. Do we have kings that don't care? I don't think we do. I think if you don't care about your stuff and you don't care about your kingdom, you don't have a kingdom for very long, because there's always a king not too far away who will happily take from you whatever you've got. But some kings are prepared to fight for what they've got more than others, and some people know that if you have to fight to keep something, then it wasn't worth having, right? Let it go. Somebody wants to take your stuff, let them have it. If it's a person and somebody wants to take a person from you and they can get that person that easily, then that person wasn't worth your time, right? Because there's no loyalty there, there's no glue that's keeping them to you. If they want to go with another person, let them go. There's the white cat cards. Shall we see what kings say about this? I didn't put these ones in the last reading. I forgot to put my OSHO cards in. Kings emerge in situations, don't they? You know, like some people are unexpected kings. The person you wouldn't expect to be king turns up trumps, right? Have you ever had that experience when you look at someone you think, oh no, not this person's going to be doing whatever it is for you that you need doing, or help that you need, or information, or you know, whatever, and then they turn out to be the best person. You think, oh, that's why they're in that position, because they are a king. Right, that's the king of all he surveys, and all everyone else surveys as well. This is the king of his own stuff. Everything that glitters for him is gold. This one likes material and earth and ownership of an area. This one likes ownership of mind and mental things, often including vast amounts of money, but they're mental, so they're digital. The NFT king, we'll call him, shall we? Totality. Yeah, there's the one that says, so I used to think when I first saw this that this was a trust issue, you know, because all these people are trusting each other, right? But I'm reminded of also links in a chain. Without one, you can't have the other. They all need each other in totality. Yeah, the king has to have subjects who are willing, otherwise he hasn't got a kingdom, has he? So let's open up this first king pile, shall we? And see what the one that thinks he owns everything needs. Oh, healing. Healing, because it's not a healthy place to be. But he can ask for signs, or she can ask for signs for healing of the heart. 6 of Cups. Harmony, that is, actually. Look, and balance. Finding balance of the heart also sometimes means finding balance of work, rest and play situation. Spending just as much time playing. Look at this. This little cat is holding his tummy because he can't drink that yet. It's too hot, but he's had a little drink too early. A reminder of literally your dietary needs and what you're putting into your body, but also sometimes situations are too hot to handle. Make sure you know what is going on in the situation you're rushing toward. Be the king in the situation. Sorrow. Look at this. Sorrowful king. You don't want the sorrow, do you? Is that a good picture for a king? Have we ever seen a black cat with a crown on its head before? No. I'll take that as a king. That's as close as it gets. The emperor. The emperor governs with strength and stability. He loves emotional and material security, which are the quintessence of his identity. He is sure of himself and, when necessary, acts with determination. He can sometimes be strict. This card suggests using one's power fairly without seeking to manipulate others. Okay, the fair king. And we've also got the 7 of Cups for the white cats. 7 of Cups. Learning about oneself is possible by observing from the outside, as well as by carefully examining what is on the inside. Let other people be your mirror. Learn from other people's mistakes as well. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Bye, the king who loves money and sees his self-worth wrapped up in his bank balance. Honesty. Be honest with yourself. Oh, love of power. These are great cards for kings, aren't they? Great cards. 10 of Wands. Perfect. Power. Couldn't be more powerful than a black cat wielding 10 wands, could it? 10 of Wands. Enlightenment. This symbolises sudden enlightenment. Comprehension of a problem often arrives totally unexpectedly. Understanding. Okay. But you've got the squirrel energy, which is very, very brisk and capable, but scattered. Also scattered energy. Make sure you are not spreading yourself too thin, dear lovely king who loves money. 5 Wands. Here he is, the lovely king. Don't you just love the way that the kings show up? This one hasn't got any problems apart from the love of the finer things in life which are bad for you. Clinging to the past. Are you? Pay attention to where you're hanging on to the past that you don't need to hang on to anymore. And then you've got the 8 of Cups. Now the 8 of Cups usually, because it's a white cat there on a full moon, which is great since the moon is still full at the moment. If you look out the window, you'll see the full moon. Sometimes old certainties have to be abandoned and new unknown roads must be taken. That's a lovely way of saying that you're going to find happiness at work, usually in a new job or in another job, leaving the past behind. That's fantastic. I love those cards. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Okay, this is the king that likes property and earthy things, obedience, and that's how, because he's obedient and done the 9 to 5, he's put the work in. Look, nature, how lovely is that for the Earth King to be reminded of spending time in nature, because you are allowed contemplation in nature with the little toad. Perfect. There he is on his horse carrying money, recognising the importance of money comes from having your feet in the mud. Shall we have the Ace of Pentacles for you, sir? Look at that. What is he doing? He's knighting that little cat, isn't he? And the other white cat card is the Six of Cups. So it's happiness and harmonious happiness at home. That's lovely, very loving card. The 9 of Swords, though, from the black cat, suggests a lot of worry and anxiety, and this is where you're fearful of something or someone else. There's a fear of a loss of the money, and the way to get rid of that fear is to spend time in nature, really thinking about that, thinking about, is the fear real, and how can you dispense with that feeling? Experiencing is a great card, particularly for somebody who's this earthy, because you know the importance of experience and to be fully immersed in it. And I would say the only thing that's taking away and eroding from your enjoyment of the experience is your own worry that you're putting into the situation. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye for now. Finally, we have a king of the mental realm. King who likes to be thought of as creative. He's got a blank canvas. He can write what he likes. He or she can manifest whatever he wants. He's reached that stage in life where he knows the power of his mind. And even now he's got the Joker. That isn't a card. That's the card that comes with the Italian cards that tell you this is a pack of Italian cards. Not even a card on there. The 8 of Hearts, the 8 of Cups. That's happiness around work. And the Enchanted Dragon. Look at that. Perfect. This one has got complete control of his fears. The king here is the little boy, and he's enchanted the dragon, and the dragon's holding his heart in the pearl, his centre, and he's given his heart to the little boy. So the little boy has got control over that dragon. So the king knows that his inner child could be swamped with fears by this dragon, but he's got his dragon under control. So whatever this dragon means to you, metaphorically, dear king, whether it's fear of rejection, or fear of abandonment, or fear of poverty, or fear of, and then insert whatever it is that you're scared of, you know that it's just that, it's just a fear, and you've got it under control, and because of your awareness, because of your heightened awareness of who you are, you're able just to blow away the shadows. This is what makes you a true king, dear person. Looking at this blue one. Look at this. You've got the blue, sorry, not blue, it's green. The 6 of these black cats having the dance of happiness, then living their happy ever after together. Now that's really harmonious, that card. And we've got the 2 white ones. What have we got? Oh, we've got the 4 and 5. The 4 of Pentacles balancing, and the 5 of Cups, sorrow. So it's balancing the finances and leaving the sorrow behind, I would say, because sorrow doesn't last forever. And there's the balance of happiness to come that you're going to manifest. It is a really well balanced reading, isn't it? Let me just read the meaning of this black cat card. The Lovers. This is the choice of 2, or actually a new relationship. Suggest news in relationships and one's own behaviour. New energies surge. The other comes to us bearing dreams, gifts and promises. It's time to open ourselves up to life and increase our awareness through commitments. Okay, and we'll have a look at the white cat Four of Pentacles. Attention to expenses preserves goods, but excessive greed could mean losing out on good deals. Five of Chalices. There are small signs that indicate the possibility of big problems. Prepare for them ahead of time and confront them. Okay, because you're a king and you've mastered your emotional state and your emotional world, dealing with financial things and problems is not going to be an issue for you. Okay, it's warning against miserliness, but also warning you about caution to look ahead for possible obstacles. So it's saying don't cling on to your money because you might need it in the future, but don't spend it all because you might need it in the future. So it's finding a balance financially because you've already mastered the art of the emotions. Thanks for watching that. Bye for now.